Now, in spite of the recent drop-off in shipping rates, particularly with some bulk shippers, Cape-sized vessels, for example, some stocks in this sector have been paying off handsomely for investors. The container ship company Seaspan has seen its stock more than double over the past year. Chief Executive Gerry Wang joins us now for a CEO sit-down. Gerry, good to have you with us. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for the
I know you had an investor day today in New York City at the St. Regis Hotel. What were you telling investors about the health of the container business?
Well, basically, we're telling investors three things. Number one, as far as our company is concerned, we are near the finish line of our existing growth plan. That is 69 ships, all to be delivered over the next 12 months. So phase one finished.
6 to 9 ships, all going to be delivered over the next 6 to 12 months.
Correct.
Okay.
And now we want to focus on the incremental growth to take advantage of the opportunities we have in front of us. The third thing I wanted to tell the investors is the container business right now is very, very good. I wish I had some ships available today. As I was talking to you the other day, there was an overcorrection of cleaning a lot of ships during the financial crisis. Then all of a sudden we have a shortage of ships.
So you got a shortage of container ships. Is there also a shortage of container boxes?
We have a shortage of container boxes as well. And you look at the big container ships right now, they're in good demand, partially because of the slow steaming. We used to have 8 ships for one loop. Now we need 10, 11. So that kills off 20, 30% of the operating capacity, which is great for the business. That is the reason why we have a shortage of supply of ships right now. So the future prospects look very good for us, and we want to gear up for additional growth through ordering modern ships, which will be lighter, will be more fuel efficient, and which will be cheaper as well.
You're going to order some new ships. You just got those new 9 ships coming on in the next, let's say, year. How many more ships do you want to add to the fleet?
We're looking at approximately annual growth of 10 to 15%. Over the last 6 years, our growth rate has been around 35% compound on annual basis. We want to grow in a controlled and balanced mode. So we're looking at 10 to 15% growth on annual basis.
So how many ships do you have now in the fleet?
We have 60 in services, okay. 9 to be delivered over the next 6 to 12 months.
So it'll be about 25 ships all told?
Yeah, we're looking at that number over a number of years, and we'll see how things go. And prices are good, and the designs are good, and there's demand for newer ships, fuel-efficient ships. So we're very excited about the opportunities.
Where are you seeing the growth? What regions? Asia to Asia traffic?
Well, Asia to Asia obviously is growing very, very fast. And if you look at the 3 main trade lanes, number 1 trade lane is actually intra-Asia. Next one is Asia-Europe, then Asia to North America. That intra-Asia trade has been booming. And we used to have 1,000 TEU, 2,000 TEUs for the feeder services for intra-Asia. Today, we're deploying 5,000 TEUs, 6,000 TEUs for the intra-Asia trades. So the volume has been really growing so fast between Japan, China, the Philippines, Indonesia, and Malaysia, Singapore, Hong Kong. That angle, that area there is just really doing very well.
Now, you talk about adding more ships to the fleet. You're going to wait until you get contracts before you bring them on, aren't you?
What we do, yes. We would only order ships, sign new building contracts when we have firm charter employment contracts, because we are not going to speculate, because at the end of the day, those investments are just so big, and you want to make sure you have contracts lined up simultaneously. That's what we do all the time. We've never deviated from that policy.
Last question for you. How about financing? Are you getting the money to buy these new ships?
Well, financing is always a challenge. Good companies always have access to capital. And we're dealing with building ships in China and Korea. We get support from the export agencies through China Import-Export Bank and Korean Import-Export Bank.
So the governments, they want to support these shipbuilding enterprises.
They need to support the shipbuilding industry.
They got to keep the people employed.
Absolutely, and we want to take advantage of that.
All right, always a pleasure. Thank you very much. Gerry Wang, the Chief Executive of Seaspan, thanks so much for coming in.